What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Inside My Showroom. I'm here with Omar. It's your boy Chris over here. Um, yeah, man, it's been quite some time since our last episode. Glad that we could be back on there, talking to you guys. So let's get to it. Let's talk collectibles.
All right, listen, sorry, Chris, man. Before we get started, we were just talking about the Masters of the Universe Classics line. And, we're really hyped. We're really excited about Super 7 taking over. And Chris just out of nowhere told me that he's in the market for something. You mind just recapping that, please?
Yeah, guys, I'm in the market for a Plundor right now. It's basically this rabbit-looking figure. Um, it was just completely random. We had a good laugh.
Completely random, man. Like, drop the bomb there. Like, a Plundor. Hey, Omar, I'm in the market for a Plundor. I'm like, are we still talking about the Masters of the Universe line?
Oh man, that's good.
All right. I guess we're ready to get to it. You okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna be taking over here as cameraman, and we shall go full screen.
Let's do it.
Let me know when you are connected and you can see my screen, please.
All right, I can see everything right now.
Okay, so first off, we will be sharing a fellow viewer's collection, and this is Danny Koen, right? It was Chris?
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Danny for letting us show his collection. Dude, your collection is nuts. I mean, this is just the first picture too. I'm kind of stoked to see the rest.
Yeah, okay, so
Sheesh.
this actually was his original collection. This is what it looked like before.
Oh, his first setup?
Yes, this was his
Okay.
first setup. So, Danny actually goes pretty far back with me. He's probably not aware of that, but he's pretty active in the statue community.
Mhm.
And when I was getting my showroom built back in August, he was just giving me like some tips of what he did because he saw like my showroom and how I was getting started. And he was like, as you're not too far, why don't you get like a 3-tier level shelf and that sort of thing. But the thing for me was that my space was limited. And I just didn't have the ability to do that due to the height of my ceilings. But, when he saw the finished product the other day on our Facebook page inside my showroom, he said, man, like, if I had these pieces myself, I would be putting my stuff behind glass. I don't know if he was just trying to be polite or not, because when I see the pieces he has, it's absolutely amazing. He really has great pieces and some really expensive pieces here too, man.
Yeah, I could see, man. He has. What's cool is that he has a lot of old school stuff, but then he has a lot of customs. I think that's awesome.
And my son, he comes walking in the room and he's like, Dad, can we get that rhino? And it's like, trust me, son, I've been on the lookout for it. It's not that easy to get my hands on.
Yeah.
So, it's just that with the rhino piece itself, it's kind of like, it's still at the affordable level. So I'm just thinking, might as well go for the exclusive, but I just keep on seeing the regulars popping up for sale.
Yeah.
So check out that Hulk in the middle.
I know, man. That thing it's huge. It reminds me of this game, Marvel versus Capcom, man. I didn't read a lot of Hulk comics, I'll be honest with you, but that move is what I remember from Marvel versus Capcom. I used to main so my three guys were Hulk, Dante, and Zero from Mega Man. And that would like always be like one of my startup moves or my finishing move. It's like a meteor smash or something like that. It's really iconic for Hulk.
Yeah, like that game nearly put me in the poorhouse, man. It ate all my quarters, took all my quarters day and night at the arcade, man. All right, let's move on to the next picture. So this was the old setup that he had. This was a picture of his showroom being built.
Nice. That's clean as hell. It looks almost like yours, bro.
Yeah, it does. That's why he was actually looking at my pictures, and he's like, "Hey, this showroom kind of looks familiar."
Yeah.
But the thing is that that's not really what I was going for. But when he
Right.
kind of
Right.
called it to my attention, I looked at it and I said, "Yeah, that does look pretty much similar." So
Yeah.
you're seeing like some pot lights there. Um, I love the fact that he has some dark colors, which would kind of help to create that shadow effect when he has like the statues. Mine is pretty much just all bright, you
Yeah.
know. Like I was kind of hoping to get it to stand out and that sort of stuff. The statues. Um, I like how he kind of has like do you see how he can put like statues on the top shelf? Like you can put it on the top or you could put it in the front. He kind of has like a stairs thing going on
Yeah.
there.
Like different steps. I see what you're saying. That's awesome.
I think that's really neat.
Yeah. Again, you could tell there was a lot of thought that went into this. There was a lot of planning. You could tell he took his time. Wow. Look at that.
That is awesome, man. And those like life-size bus.
Dude, look at Hulk. Sheesh. That thing is huge.
Look at that juggernaut.
I know. Yeah.
Juggernaut life-size bus. That's awesome.
Is that a custom or is that like Sideshow or something?
I would have to say that's a custom, man.
Dude, that is awesome. That's a huge piece, huh?
That's. Can you imagine the full thing?
I know.
Can you imagine if they made that the full thing? Oh man! And look at that Hulk and Juggernaut side by side. This guy, man, everything should be behind glass here. Everything.
Yeah, I agree.
I can imagine the amount of time it takes to dust these things.
I know.
Oh my goodness! But I had seen one in an earlier picture. I just want to go back to it for a second.
Hmm.
It's at the top with Juggernaut and Colossus fighting there. I think that's absolutely
Oh,
phenomenal.
okay, I see
It's like
that.
the way it shines, the chrome paint. You know, I just really have a thing for pieces that have the chrome paint. I
Yeah.
really do. And that's actually why I'm kind of leaning towards. I can't get that Huntress statue out of my mind. We'll talk about that later, the sideshow one.
Hmm.
But yeah, this picture is really amazing, man. I can only imagine how this looks in person. Um, I'm not too crazy about like the whole life-size bus or the bus in general, because I feel that they take up a lot of space and it would prevent me from displaying a lot of my other stuff. But this guy pulled it off very well. He makes me actually feel like, kind of second guessing that thought because this guy has some monstrous pieces here. These pieces that he has, even like the premium format Apocalypse, um, that Abomination, these are huge, heavy pieces. And he's been able to like display them all. So I'm guessing this is a pretty massive room that he has here.
Yeah, man. And I like you can see at the top right where you see the Captain America life-size bust and the Iron Man. I just always was a fan of that kind of setup where you have a life-size bust of the character and then you have next to it a 1/4 scale version of like the whole body. I think that looks so clean. It looks awesome.
Yeah, he did very well displaying here. Um, you know, a lot of these custom pieces I have come across them,
Hmm.
but he seems like he picked out the best ones here. Yeah, so I'm actually like beside the Abomination, I'm seeing the Juggernaut and the Colossus there was kind of hidden from me. It
Yeah.
was like kind of drowned out, but yeah, I just love that piece. It seems like he just has an eye for the nicest customs that have been made. So
Dude, I'm looking at one right now. Do you see on the right underneath Captain America that Pearl Thunder Iron Spider-Man, dude? Ah, that one looks awesome.
yeah, yeah, that's a character that's been in the spotlight a lot lately.
Yeah, man, that's an awesome statue. I think that's like the cover of a comic too, that they took that art concept from, but that statue is just spot on. Looks just like the cover.
Underneath that, way to the back, I'm like
Hmm.
my eyes just keep on being pulled to that Doomsday. I can't take my eyes off it. Like I was a huge fan of the Superman versus Doomsday or Doomsday versus Superman comics, Death of Superman. And I always wish that I can have something like this. And to see that somebody actually made it, that's phenomenal. That's
Yeah,
really
that's awesome.
okay. Let's move forward. And here's just some more of his images. He seems to share this one a lot. Not
That's a
compared
great
to the
shot.
other stuff that he has, but every time I see him post, it's pretty much this one that he's sharing. So, there's so much to see here. As if there wasn't as too much life-size bus already, we have so much more. Symbiote Spider-Man, Spider-Man Carnage, Daredevil, um, just some great pieces. Seems to be a huge fan of Deadpool here. I'm seeing some great Deadpool pieces. That Daredevil just lunging, throwing his cane. That's great, man.
Yeah, I could see that one at the far right. I've talked to him and I've seen him really active in the Facebook community, and from what I know, he's like a huge Venom fan, and he basically has all the Venom pieces out there. And you could tell, like, just Spider-Man in general, that's, that has a really large place in his heart. You could tell a lot of his collection is dedicated to Spider-Man. That's awesome.
When I look at his collection, I can't help but think about that Marvel versus Capcom game. Like,
Yeah.
even at the bottom where you were talking about Hulk, I'm seeing like the Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet, and that's from the Marvel superheroes game before it became Marvel versus Capcom,
Yeah.
and it was a big, huge thing with the whole Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet and the War Gems and that sort of thing. So it just reminds me of that. Just so many different things going on here, like the Elektra just above the Hulk, Bullseye, Kingpin to the left. Just some great pieces of the Marvel
Man.
world.
He has that custom Venom statue at the bottom right. I've been wanting for a while. That's awesome. That thing is huge, huh?
So is it just me, or does he seem to be exclusive to Marvel? I'm not seeing any DC pieces here.
In the old setup, I saw a couple like smaller um DC pieces. I don't know if they were action figures,
Yeah.
but did see a couple of them.
So this must be his showroom is like exclusively for his Marvel pieces. I
Yeah.
totally respect when I see stuff like that, that people can be organized
Hmm.
and have their things, like the luxury of being able to say, okay, here are my DC pieces, here are my Marvel pieces. And, just another thing I like about this collection is that a lot of collections that I've been seeing, it's either just all Hulk or all Venom or all, Spider-Man. But this
Right.
getting like the multi-Marvel universe, and as much as there's like, a couple Hulks there, I feel like they're almost completely different. It's not like, I'm seeing the same thing. Kind of like once somebody has Hulk, you really don't need to go back and get Hulk. But it's like if it's going to be that different,
Yeah.
all means go ahead, display it like that.
Yeah, for sure, man. I completely agree. And I think that's one thing that's so awesome about Marvel. Not to say it's not the same with DC, but I feel like Marvel's superheroes, they just have so much color to them. So to have a collection, all Marvel, you just really get that big rush, that big you know, just large scale of colors. You got green, you got blue, red, black, purple. I mean, you name it. You got yellow. Um, I think that's just it makes the collection pop that much more.
Well, this is a collection, that should be displayed with pride, shared with pride. Great collection, Danny. Thank you so much. It's been an honor sharing your collection. And by all means, keep us posted with pictures, updated pictures. I know you got a lot of those happening all the time. So thank you very much, Danny.
Yeah, thanks, Danny. That's awesome.
Okay, so big thing in the world of RPG. Final Fantasy 15 is coming out on Tuesday, November 29th, worldwide official release date. Um,
Nice.
I am so beyond hyped for this game. Okay, so this is basically like we try to state for like a show about statues, collectibles, sort of thing. So why am I showing this? Okay, well, Ultimate Collector's Edition comes with an exclusive figure of Noctos, Play Arts Kai, right there in the middle.
Nice. That's sick.
I think it's absolutely phenomenal that Square Enix has been able to team up with Play Arts Kai here. They're the ones that bring us those, action figures from, the Arkham line. Just so much going on here. I missed out on this. I feel like smashing my head on the desk here. So no, this just ruins my day, man. Like I shouldn't even be able to eat for a week. This I did wrong here, man. So I went to Amazon all the way back since April, and I checked in like what is their releases that they're having, and I saw deluxe edition. I'm like, nice, I'm getting the deluxe edition. I'm like checking to see if there's any collector's edition. No, there's not. So I'm happy. I thought I did good. Give myself a pat on the back. But yeah, there was an Ultimate Edition exclusive to Square Enix. You had to order it directly through their site.
Okay.
So I'm going a couple months ago, and I'm trying to like see, and it says it's a wait list, can't get it. I go on eBay, they want like triple the price. It's normally like $269. It's going for anywhere from like $450 to $600.
Wow.
And then by the time I pay import fees, shipping fees, it's just out of my price range. Can't pay that kind of money on this game at this point.
Yeah.
But I'm so hyped. This unfortunately has been leaked early, meaning that it's people around the world are already playing it since a couple days ago. The ending, the whole gameplay, everything has ended up on YouTube. So I'm just staying away from anything to do with this. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to see it on YouTube. I'm scared that I'm accidentally going to be finding the spoiler ending, and I just don't want to do that. Something I like about this game is the fact that it came out with a movie, The Kingsglaive, and you could see that on the right, that it comes with an exclusive steelbook of The Kingsglaive. It's a movie that actually explains, it's like basically a story before this game. So I have never gone into a Final Fantasy game knowing fair well exactly what is happening. Normally I have to play through the game to kind of like gather what's going on and that sort of thing. Here I'm so hyped. I know exactly what's going on, so I'm really looking forward to this. So I'm really hyped to see that Square Enix and Play Arts Kai actually joined in and teamed up and made the main character there. There's just a couple more that I wanted to show quickly. Here's a more detailed picture of it.
Nice.
This is, again, it's Noctis, and it's $129.99 on the Play Arts Kai website. This is the original official release. I've seen some of them going on eBay outside of the package for much less than that. But for the true collectors out there who want the packaging, who wants everything to be official, all the pieces, by all means, Play Arts Kai. It can be found on the Square Enix site. So this is the main character. And then we have some other characters here. This is Ignis. And then we have Gladiolus.
Wow, he looks cool.
Love the sword, man.
Yeah.
He's like a beast. He's basically like Noctis's bodyguard.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, he's awesome, man. You got to watch that movie, by the way.
I'll check it out for sure.
We have Prompto. The movie was actually really phenomenal. No spoilers. The graphics were off the chart to me. Me and my wife actually sat down. We watched it. She couldn't believe that it wasn't like real people. Like throughout the movie, she's like, "Are you sure these aren't real people?" Like it was that good. It was honestly that good, man. And they're actually trying to sign a petition, the fans, to get it shown in the theater.
Nice.
Okay, so I've been doing enough blabbling. People are probably like ready to hit their head against the desk. You want to take over for a little bit?
Yeah, sure. All right, guys. So this is something that Sideshow just recently released for pre-order. This is their new Avengers Assemble line. It's actually going to be in 1/5 scale. Um, and there's been from what I've seen on Facebook and the forums, there's been a lot of good feedback. It's been taken very well from the community. People seem to like it, and especially the price. I mean, this thing is going for $360 for a 1/5 scale. I mean, they're making an entire line of them, so you're gonna have Iron Man, Captain America, and they teased Hulk and Thor, which you'll see here in a second. But I mean, it's just been really received very well by the community. And it's good, like to come, from all that hype with the $700 Deadpool premium format to get something affordable like this, a character that everybody likes, at a affordable price. I think it kind of I don't know. Calm the mood for a second for a couple people. I know a couple people were heated with Sideshow with that $700 Deadpool statue, but I think this kind of even out the playing ground, and it looks great. I mean, there's light up features on the chest, the hands, um, and it does come with an exclusive head as well, a classic face portrait. I don't know if you have the pictures for that.
Isn't this the original Iron Man though?
Yeah. So the exclusive is like the oh, okay, so right there, yep. You could see like the pointy face mask, I guess. That looks pretty dope.
And the fact that it lights up, I think that's really amazing. Like we have the hand that lights up, the chest that lights up.
Yep, it's gonna be awesome. There you could see Captain America, and then the teaser images of Thor there on the right and Hulk there in the background.
So this is Sideshow's take on it.
Yes, and I kind of like what they're doing, man. These 1/5 lines that are affordable, number one, and they're gonna be easy to collect. Something almost along the lines of the Star Wars Mythos lines. They were a good size. You were able to get all of them without taking too much room. I feel like they're starting to get back into that now with the Avengers Assemble line. They're all 1/5 scale. They're making a whole line of them. I feel like they're trying to do the same thing with the Masters of the Universe line that they have going. 1/5 scale. I mean, hopefully they do come out with more characters. That'd be awesome. But I dig that idea.
So it seems like 1/5 scale is kind of the way it's going to be for a lot of people to go nowadays.
Yeah.
Makes collecting a lot more easier for those with limited space. So I'm really liking this chrome paint on the chest. I really like that. Like I said, man, I just feel that statues with chrome paint, that like glossy chromish look to it,
Yeah.
it really just pops out.
Yeah, man. And you can tell from the base too. Captain America and Iron Man have very similar bases. So I'm hoping, I mean, all of them are like that. I love that, man. When you can collect an entire line and their bases, not that they have to interlock or connect, but just so they have a similar theme, so you know that, they belong together. I think that's awesome. Similar to what PCS does with their old Street Fighter lines. I mean, it wasn't a crazy detailed base. It was a simple round black, sort of base they had, but when you had them all together, it looked really nice.
And imagine if these bases can kind of almost fit into each other.
Oh, you mean that would be even better just to make one big diorama? I think that would be sick.
Look at those abs.
I know, man. I'm actually I had this discussion with somebody a couple of days ago. The armor in the new movies, in the Iron Man movies, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I freaking love the armor, man. I think it's so well done. I think that's like an awesome modern take on Iron Man. But the classic suit that he has just looks so awesome.
I just like the muscle detail on this. Like I'm getting the
Yeah.
chance. Like this is new to me.
Hmm.
I'm only finding out about this like half an hour ago. Thanks,
Hmm.
Chris. Um, but like I'm just like looking at like the chest muscles, the pecs, you know, and then like even down to like the thighs, you know, like you're seeing like definition there and that sort of thing. So um, I just kind of I'm a little bit skeptical with the past of like 1/5 scale statues. You know, usually when something is a little smaller, it kind of loses detail. But the only loss of detail I'm really kind of seeing here is in the base. The base is pretty simple.
Yeah.
And you know, nowadays people just want the base to be very detailed, you know, to help complement the statue itself. So the base itself, I don't know, maybe it could have had like a little bit of like extra things where like when you kind of put them all together, okay, maybe there's a fire hydrant there or like a piece of like building or you know something,
Or
right?
like a pipeline running underground or something like.
And like when you put them all together, it's kind of like it's like the fight in the city of you know the Avengers movie or something like that. I know this is Sideshow's thing, but I'm just saying, for example, like when you put them all together, it kind of forms like you know a busted city or like that a fight took place or something like that.
Yeah.
Um, so aside from the base, I think this is a pretty cool statue, and I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, man. And for 360 bucks, I mean that's cheaper than the He-Man statue at 1/5 scale. I could see why, just because He-Man was really, really detailed, but that's still a great price. I mean, compared to, the other pieces that are coming out. I think 360 is something that people could afford, and especially if they're going to release multiple characters in the line, so they have Iron Man, Cap, um, Hulk, and Thor. I mean, I think that's fairly affordable. Something that everybody could collect the entire line. You could actually complete this line without it hurting your wallet too much.
I hope they just don't screw it up with a huge edition size.
Yeah, that's one thing to weigh in as well.
Remember how we lost sleep over the Skeletor edition size?
That kind of sucked. I can't lie.
We had nightmares about that thing, man.
Yeah, I really wasn't expecting one of my favorite heroes. I mean, I don't know. I really don't see a lot of love for Motu, and everybody's main focus is mainly on Marvel and DC. I wasn't expecting Skeletor to get a 2,500 exclusive edition size.
But it sold out, didn't it?
I believe so. I think it's on waitlist. He-Man actually just went on waitlist as well.
Yeah, He-Man I think was since our last video was down to like 12 pieces or something like that. So
Yeah. So here we have the Captain America in the same line, and I'll be honest with you, man. I actually like this cap. I like it a lot. The only thing that I wish they would have done, since they went with the classic Iron Man suit, is to, well, you know what? Maybe I'm speaking way too early, but I'm saying like the wings on the side of his helmet or on the side of his mask. I wish they would pop out like that classic look.
what I'm a little surprised to see here is his actual armor itself, his chest armor.
Hmm.
The amount of detail and the lines and like all that stuff. I notice a lot of statues when they bring Captain America out,
Yeah.
kind of try to stay away from that. And the fact that this is a 1/5 scale and they don't mind putting in that kind of detail,
Yeah.
that's you know definitely should be taken notice to.
Yeah, man, and I think that's a great pose for Cap too. Using his most iconic weapon. I mean, besides his fists, using that shield to block an incoming attack. I think that's just an awesome pose.
It just looks like he's trying to protect his nuts to me, man. Like he's like, listen, this is secret to me. I'm protecting down here. You want to hit the face? Hit the face. That's fine. Sorry, guys. Okay, so
So that's
so
them
here we have.
together. You kind of get like a idea of the size, a decent size too. They're not really small. They're a decent size. I like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we are basically at the half-hour mark. If we go any further, we're looking at about basically an hour. Should we cut off here and start a new episode, Chris, or continue going?
Let's do a full hour. It's been a while since we uploaded.
Okay, sounds good with me. All right, so we have some more detail here. We have like his I don't know, I feel bad like calling it a utility belt, but we have his utility belt.
Brown pouches. A lot of people give like flack about that stuff. About the brown patches, pouches, sorry, around his waist, saying that was like something that came with the Ultimate Captain America, and then they just never took it away after they stopped that line in the comics. But I kind of like it. I like the brown pouches.
So was this seen on Sideshow, or it's just pretty much like you got it from the Sideshow video and we're getting to see it before it
Yeah,
hits?
no, these aren't official pictures. These were taken. These are screenshots. Not my pictures, by the way. I got these from Darth Chris DK. Um, he posted these on Facebook. So shout out to him. Thanks for the pics. But yeah, they're just screenshots taken from a live stream Sideshow had showcasing their new Avengers Assemble line.
So I'm just kind of going over some details here, and I'm seeing that they're not even 16 inches.
Yeah.
Uh, that seems pretty small to me, considering the He-Man one was like what 20 something inches, including like the sword.
Yeah. But you also got to remember He-Man had his arm all the way up. He was
Yeah, yeah,
standing upright with his chest out. These guys are kind of hunched back.
yeah.
Cap looks like he's about to take an incoming attack, so he's kind of getting ready. He's kind of crouched with his shield ready to take the impact of the attack he's about to take. And then Iron Man, he's kind of like
Hunched
his
over
knees
as
are,
well.
yeah, his knees are bent.
But the
He's
thing is, right, is like, okay, let's say, for example, like the average action figure is like 9 inches, right?
mhm.
You're pretty much getting like, 6.75 inches extra here. So these are going to be a little bit on the smaller side. I'm not saying that that's anything wrong with it, but the weight as well is also 8 pounds.
Yeah.
It seems rather small. I don't think He-Man was 8 pounds. He-Man felt hefty, man.
Yeah, but you also got to take into consideration he did have metal weapons.
Yeah.
And the base I feel
The
was just a
base
little
was
bit bigger.
substantial. The base, I was very happy with the base. There was definitely weight in the base.
Yeah.
Um, it's just that, like, okay, premium format figures are basically like a whole 10 inches bigger. So, like, a 1/5 scale compared to this, if you're like, trying to kind of like mix and match and put like in your showroom and stuff like that, I think you're definitely going to be seeing like a size difference. Whereas like He-Man itself, you don't mind like putting that with your premium formats because like as much as his hand is up and stuff, you're almost getting the same size. So
Hmm.
it'd be nice if like, in future statues, if maybe they can have like Hulk with his arms up or Thor, just to kind of add a little bit height to this line here.
Yeah, for sure. I think in the teaser images of Thor, he is with his hands up like he's holding up the hammer to the sky.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I
yeah.
just I just hope we get like a little bit of variance in height levels.
Yeah, for sure. I can see what you're saying. Cap and Iron Man seem to be pretty level.
So, aside from the switch out head, I know we don't have too much information on Cap, but for Iron Man, aside from the switch out head, are we going to be able to like display these guys without the shield, or like different things, or is it like kind of set in stone? This is how they have to be.
I'm really not entirely sure, bro. I wasn't able to watch the video, the live stream from Sideshow this morning. I
Okay.
was at work.
Sure. It's keep on clicking on that arrow, thinking like, okay, next, next, next. It's so confusing. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired today, you guys. I did not sleep well properly, and I'm really grumpy. I need another coffee, and I can't have my next coffee because I'm too lazy to go get it. So just put up with me here, you guys. Okay, now I'm in a good mood again.
All right,
This is my coffee right here.
there you go. Is that a production piece right there on the right?
Okay, so left is prototype. Right is an actual production piece. This is what people are going to be getting in the mail. Tell me that isn't like
Wow.
that just makes me feel like jogging outside for a lap and coming home. That's how excited I am. No, I'm so hyped. I'm happy, man. I'm happy. Like, you know what? The second I saw the prototype, I said, listen, this is on my pre-order list. Um, I don't actually have any payments remaining on this statue, so I'm really excited to receive this in the mail. My only disappointment is that I've been receiving sideshow notices that like pretty much everything has been delayed, everything has been pushed back. That's on my pre-order list. Everything that I was supposed to be receiving in November got pushed back to December, January. Now I'm getting emails about January, February.
Okay.
So it just kind of messes everything up for me because I don't want to have like too many pre-orders going on and then having like so many things showing up down the road. I kind of want to complete a few things, have them in hand, see how my collection looks before going and ordering anything new. So, you know, it's not going to be a good Christmas, man. What can I say? Like I was looking forward to these things. November, I'm like, oh, I'm hyped. This is great, just in time for Christmas, sort of thing. Guess what? I'm getting nothing for this Christmas. This was supposed to be my gift to myself. Now I'm getting nothing. Sideshow, you ruined my Christmas. Sideshow that stole Christmas. It's all right though. I forgive them. This is phenomenal. Like when I see that this is what I'm going to be receiving in the mail, no complaints.
Dude, to be honest with you, I think Sideshow, I don't know, I feel like they were kind of in a slump for a couple months. Um, and I just think that they've been really doing their thing. I don't know if maybe they changed factories or if they just set a new standard or if they're just paying the guys a lot more. But I mean, from what I've seen, I mean, everybody's been receiving close to flawless statues, and that's going from He-Man, uh, the new Lady Death premium format. I mean, if this is a production piece, that is awesome because that looks great. That looks just like the prototype.
Actually,
So,
in all fairness,
mhm,
I did see somebody who received something wrong with their Lady Death statue, and I don't want to go into too many details, only because of the fact that I don't have pictures to share. The person that posted it, I didn't even get his permission if I could share it or not. But he actually posted some pictures that had like little scuff marks on it and that sort of thing. And the only reason why I'm discussing this is because of the fact that um, I think sometimes people come down a bit too hard on Sideshow.
yeah,
Like you're ordering a statue from them, right? You're not ordering like a flawless piece, right? Um, there are bound to be little minor imperfections, and I just don't like the fact when people blow it out of proportion and like these are pictures that people have to like zoom in on and use like a macro feature on their camera just to actually zoom in on the little speck, and then they're going and they're complaining about it. And the thing is that I understand that Sideshow is ultimately responsible for getting the best piece delivered to somebody as possible. But if you're gonna like zoom in, hold your hand steady, and be like, sorry guys, I couldn't get a better picture of this microscopic imperfection, then that's going to show you something. When you have your collection on display, nobody is going to go walking up to it and look in that little tiny corner and say, oh, I see a little imperfection there. And the fact that Sideshow has to like put up with these emails and these sort of things, it's no wonder that prices keep on going higher and higher, because every single time there's a mediocre complaint, Sideshow has to somehow either ask that customer to damage the statue or offer them a refund and that sort of thing. And just the pictures that I saw on that Lady Death statue that somebody was complaining about, I was actually very disappointed that they would even mention that. It just was not enough for them to make complaints.
yeah, yeah. I agree. Some people blow it out of proportion. Um, I mean, there are some posts I see I feel are worthy of a complaint or worthy. I mean, not even to complain. I mean, you don't have to go on the forums or on Facebook and start whining and moaning about it. I mean, just go to Sideshow like, hey, I mean, is a pretty noticeable flaw. And I'm not talking about microscopic specks. I mean, there are some cases where you'll receive a big paint rub or a chip piece. I can understand that, but for the guys, I can see where you're coming from too.
That's the thing. I just, I feel bad for Sideshow as a company because, when you take into consideration, okay, we have to make these statues, and about 10 to 15% of the customers are going to find complaints at these, so we're going to have to smash about 10% of these statues.
Yeah.
Sideshow has to cover all of those costs, and these things are what drive um, prices up. So the thing is that if the statue doesn't have a noticeable flaw, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to see it when you display it. Nobody's going to complain about it. Yeah, it's there, but come on, you had to zoom in on it in order to find it. Okay, so here we have Prime One Studio Nightwing. It has gone up for pre-order.
Nice. And a fairly low ES from what I could tell too, right? It's something like 350?
Very low, yes.
Yeah.
350 pieces on Nightwing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think that that's going to go within, a matter of minutes, because the fact is that if we have people that are already following the line, much less, I don't think we have 350 of those people out there. Like, we have more than that carry this line, that collect this line.
Yeah.
This is one of the smallest edition sizes that I've seen.
Yeah, from Prime One for sure. Um, yeah, and it looks great too. And I'm pretty sure it comes with like multiple heads, right?
Oh,
Like three
yes, that's
heads.
much about it. Multiple heads, multiple weapons. That's
Nice.
so. I don't know. I love those clubs, man.
Yeah, man. Prime One. I don't know, man. I'm really like I'm anxious to get my Dark Knight Return statue from them because they posted earlier today some production pieces of the Deathstroke statue that's going to be starting to ship out soon. And it's scary how close to the prototype it looks. It's just the production pieces are really well done, and I'm really hyped. I'm hyped for my Dark Knight Return statue. I'm excited to see what all the hype of Prime One is.
The only thing with this statue is like I wish those clubs had light up.
Yeah.
His weapons are supposed to light up.
Oh, okay.
Um, you know, it's just in the statue. Had they captured that, I think there would have been a lot more hype to the statue.
Yeah, for sure.
Overall, the other portrait that he has like a longer hair where it's actually like coming forward on his face. He has more like a serious look on his face and that sort of thing. So, we get like variant faces and that sort of stuff. So,
Nice.
the paint job on these things are going to be absolutely remarkable. So much detail in the armor. Um, Great piece, 350 pieces.
For sure.
All right. So I was
Mm.
scouring the internet, and I happened to come across this absolutely phenomenal prototype display. I did not get the person's permission to share this, but I'm going to be sharing this anyways. Some remarkable pieces. An unknown Superman there. Probably going to be filled in with something remarkable. Some great pieces. I would really like to hang out in this place. What do you think?
Man, you're something else, bro. So I actually sent Omar this picture. I was doing some messing around on Photoshop. Just I mean, as you guys know, my stuff is boxed up right now. I don't really have a place to display my stuff. But I was just kind of messing around in Photoshop, seeing how my future display would look, and this is what I came up with. And yeah, I mean, those are the pieces I have now. Those are the pieces I have on pre-order. That blank Superman that you see next to Dark Knight Returns Batman from Prime One is hopefully going to be another Prime One Superman from their Hush line. So just a little messing around I was doing. I thought it came out pretty cool.
This is amazing, man.
Thanks, bro.
You spared no expense at all. Your prototype display. Like, look at that TV. Look at the couch. Like, I just want to sit there and play Smash Bros for hours and hours and hours. And then, you should have photoshopped me in there, man. Where am I? Why did you not put me in there? See like Chris, and he's like, "Go home, Omar. Go home."
Oh
Yeah,
man.
you know what? I want to see an updated picture of me, like just sitting there on the couch with like my Nintendo controller, a coffee table in the middle with the munchies and stuff like that.
Oh
These
man.
are all pieces that you actually have on order or in hand.
Yeah.
And this is how you're choosing to display it. This is everything?
Yeah, it's everything as of right now. Actually, there's one piece that I don't, no, two pieces I don't own at the moment, which is on the bottom left. I don't own the Mumra from the Thundercats line on
Whoa.
PCS. I
Yeah.
just kind of use that as a filler, because I don't know what's gonna go there. And
Okay.
then Evil Lyn I haven't ordered yet, because I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I'm gonna complete that entire Motu line from Sideshow.
You better hurry up before for some reason it gets waitlisted and then you're like, damn, I missed it.
Yeah.
All right, that's great, man. This is really,
Thanks.
really awesome.
Thanks for sharing that, bro.
All right, so this is a little teaser we have here of Prime One Studio Harley Quinn. So this is
Nice.
based on the Suicide Squad movie. Look at that detail, rip shirt.
Dude, it honestly blows my mind. That's not mixed media, is it?
It looks like it.
Dude, I really don't think, I think that's fully sculpted 100%.
Really?
Yeah, Prime One I don't think has done one mixed media statue yet.
You know what? I think you're right, but because I have this.
Dude, that's bananas. Honestly, if you go back to that last picture, that looks like a real T-shirt. That
That
looks
was
like
my,
that could be like
that
a
was my
snapshot.
teaser, bro. That was my teaser. Sorry, man.
Oh my God, that's
I,
bananas.
I was trying to throw you off a little bit, letting you think that it was mixed media, but you do your research. There's no fooling you, man. You. Okay, so this actually looks like it should be like real clothing, basically. That's what Chris means by mixed media. Mixed media is where you take like other forms of art, whether it's like, cloth, fabric, that sort of thing, and you make it into a statue. But this is fully sculpted, fully painted, and it actually looks so real. I just want to go back to this picture here,
Yeah.
and I'm just trying to hide the bottom of my screen because we were seeing some tattoos earlier. But it doesn't seem like I'm able to get rid of that thing that's blocking the middle. But yeah, there was some detailed tattoos there.
Yeah, I could kind of see it at the corner. But dude, that's really just astonishing, dude. The fact that they could paint something to look that real and to sculpt something to make it look that real, that's mind blowing.
I wasn't a fan of the Suicide Squad movie, which I said over and over and over, and I'm sure people are getting sick of it.
I agree.
Um, but I am a fan of Harley Quinn,
Yep.
and I don't know. I like to collect all things Harley Quinn, and I think this is definitely worthy of being in my collection.
For sure, man. And I don't know, I really think that that Prime One has like this magic touch, and especially with their movie statues, dude. Like the likeness for the actors that play these characters is just 100% spot on. The half scale Batman, the half scale Superman from BVS by Prime One is just it, if you didn't know it was a statue, you would never know because they look that lifelike.
And
It's
I
really
like what's going on in the base at the bottom there.
yeah.
It's like a different base. It's not like the same tiring base over and over and over. And like there's just so much going on here. So I went back and the bottom actually disappeared.
Okay.
That tattoo looks so lifelike.
Yeah, man.
It honestly looks so lifelike. And like Prime One is not scared to show this detail because they know they're going to be able to do the paint job and you know, pull it off.
Yeah, man. I completely agree. I mean, look at the rips in the shirt, dude. Like,
And look at the different colors, you know, like when a jacket is in the light, you
yeah,
have some parts of the jacket which is like shiny and some that's shadowed and that sort of thing.
right.
And they're actually playing with a lot of like different kind of paint textures here.
Yep.
And like even down to like the shirt itself, it looks worn out. It looks like, you know, she just has this little like shirt from when she was like a young girl and she's like just to heck with it, I'm still gonna wear it anyways, and you know,
Yeah.
really looks amazing here. Just look at that, man. I'm so excited for this piece.
And for you guys that don't know, that's going to be 1/3 scale for all you guys that are interested.
Okay, so this is from Pop Culture Shock, PCS
Nice.
Collectibles. Katana, also
You getting this,
1/3.
bro?
You know what? I have the Sub-Zero and Scorpion on pre-order and the Reptile.
Hmm.
Scorpion is very limited, down to like 250 pieces. I
Wow.
can't believe that I got on that list, man.
That's
200.
awesome.
Unfortunately, I had to pay massive, massive aftermarket prices.
Right.
But 250 pieces, I think I still locked in at a good price. I think like that statue is going to be easily hitting 4Gs. Easily.
I agree. And I think I didn't know that the edition size was that low, to be honest with you. And that's just like a worldwide edition size. There's no exclusive. There's no.
That's it. That's it.
That's bananas.
It has
250.
exclusive head. It has light up features. Uh,
Oh man.
250 pieces. So I don't know, man. I feel that if I get Katana,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to get them all.
Yeah, I hear
You
you.
know, like Katana is kind of like the breaking point for me. At least I can say, you know, I have the ninjas, right?
Right.
But if I get into this, I'm just gonna end up having to collect all of them. It looks really phenomenal. The only thing I don't like about the PCS girls
Hmm.
is I find their butt is too small and flat. And
Yeah.
like I'm not saying that to be like, you know, like a pervert or something like that. Okay, maybe I am, but no. No, I just find like come on, you're making a 1/3 statue. They're very voluptuous in the video game, so why are you gonna bring out a statue with a flat butt?
Right. No, I get it, dude. I completely agree, and I could see it.
I'm sorry that I don't have pictures of that, but
You could tell from the front. I mean, just look at her waist, dude. I mean, you know, you know when somebody's
that's my
rocking a big.
gripe about the statue. I feel like it's so realistic. Like if somebody didn't tell me that was a statue, I would honestly think that somebody was just cosplaying right now.
I can see exactly what you're saying. That's yeah, yep, I agree.
That looks great. Just the fabric on that clothing, the face mask, just really good, man. Really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one scares the heck out of me.
Oh, I love it.
I knew you would. Melina from PCS. So this is supposed to basically be like a clone of Katana, but
Okay.
Melina was an unfinished, basically prototype of Katana in the series. So I don't know. There's some different takes on the character, and like I'm not really sure which you know story is the real one, but these were saying something like either I forget what his name is, but one of the sorcerers actually was like trying to develop her and make her into like, you know, a weapon and that sort of thing. So here she is unfinished and she has like those teeth that are coming out. She's supposed to be kind of like that character Baraka.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen him, but like that Mortal Kombat character with the teeth.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This is really hideous, man. I would not put this on display, but I know Chris would. I would put it on display like this. So Yeah, another flat butt character, unfortunately, but that's my only gripe with the whole statue of the female characters. I just think, like if you're going to be pulling off Mortal Kombat female characters, your mouth is supposed to drop and be like, OMG. So like this flat butt thing, it's not sitting nicely with me.
Yeah.
So gripe about this statue, just going back, we have Katana with her arms out. Okay. And we have Melina with pretty much the same.
Okay. It kind of looks like they just reused
Like
the.
almost like the same body sculpt.
Yeah, yeah.
And yet they're going to be like asking like their full price, right?
Yeah.
So it just kind of feels like there's some like reused, I don't know, molds here. But a gripe for me is the fact that a 1/3 scale piece statue with the arms out like that, who has space to display stuff like this?
Yeah, it's true.
So even if I was thinking about getting into this, I just can't. I don't have that kind of space. So I think this is definitely for the true Mortal Kombat fans that pretty much collect nothing but Mortal Kombat. If I had like a room available just for like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter stuff, by all means, heck yeah, I would get this. This is awesome. All right, how about you take over here since I've been talking so much.
All right, guys. So this is a 1/3 Wonder Woman from Prime One, and wow, no, is it 1/3? No, it's 1/4, right?
You know what? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I'm almost 99.9% sure this is 1/4 scale. This is going to be part of their new 52 line to match with their 1/4 scale Green Lantern and their 1/4 scale Superman that they have already out for pre-order. And this is the Wonder Woman to match. And people have been receiving this extremely well. People are really hyped up for this. I remember when Kelvin Loke from one of the reps from Prime One posted this on Facebook. I mean, people were going nuts. This looks awesome.
So I think this is a great statue for them to be releasing, regardless of it being like New 52 or not, because there's a new Wonder Woman movie that's actually coming out.
Yeah, man, definitely great timing.
Even if somebody's not a fan of like the New 52 line, this is coming, right in time.
Yeah.
I find that Prime One has been spending quite a bit of time on Wonder Woman, don't you think so? Like with that half scale and this
and another perfect example of just their ability to get lifelike likenesses like that out of their statues. That Wonder Woman half scale looks just like the girl that played her in the movie. It's nuts.
Yeah. I find that even like me myself, like not being a fan of the New 52 line, I actually have the Sideshow quarter scale Wonder Woman, but just from the looks of this, I would trade that in a flash any day for this.
Yeah, for sure.
Any day. Like I love this. This is what I wanted Wonder Woman to look like. So this is definitely going to have to be something that goes into my collection. And for anybody looking for a Sideshow Wonder Woman exclusive, find me on eBay. Okay, Arkham Knight. So me and Chris had a little bit of a laugh. We were actually just looking up for like some information that we wanted to share in our video. We're both like, "Oh, $100 off Arkham Knight."
Yeah.
And I teased him. I said, "Man, he didn't get to play the game." And I told him, I'm like, "It's good you're not, because then you're gonna have to like spend money on this, and I don't want to be encouraging that and that sort of thing." But this is a great statue. I honestly did not think that I'd be seeing this at $100 off, regardless of the regular version or not.
Yeah.
This is a phenomenal character. Light up features. Great game. Anytime I see this statue displayed in people's collection, it really makes me like wish that I was collecting this line.
Yeah. So for you guys that don't know, Sideshow is actually having this large Black Friday sale that's going on for the next 5 days. And I mean, they have a bunch of deals, but this one stood out to me the most just because it's a statue that a lot of people like. They were hype about. A lot of people like it. So $100 off this 1/3 Prime One statue. Kind of just caught my eye for a second. I was like, whoa, it's a good deal. You know?
Anybody who sees this video late, like let's say for example somebody's going through our YouTube videos and like sees this like 6 months later or something, they'll be kicking themselves right now that they didn't get it at $100 off.
Yeah.
So that's your fault for not watching our videos as they come out. We're live streaming for a reason. Okay, any guesses to who this is?
That's my boy Deadshot. Suicide Squad. Yo, for a second, you almost threw me off because the first time I saw this trailer, dude, you had to see my reaction. I was like, no, 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 no. Prime One is doing Deadpool. And then I was looking at the armor a little bit more and I was like, ah. Then I don't know, my excitement just dropped from there. I was like, ah, that's Deadshot. I mean, it still looks sick, don't get me wrong.
You know, there's so much detail in this statue. It's just I don't know who really is collecting the whole Suicide Squad line. Like I understand that Harley Quinn, you know, they're getting a lot of sales from it, and like anything Harley Quinn is being like purchased and that sort of thing. But that's just Harley Quinn. Who's really collecting the rest of these things?
I don't know, but whoever it is, I'm sure Prime One. I mean, look at the edition size on Nightwing, 350. You know, so I'm pretty sure they'll do something similar with Deadshot, and I think that'll be cool for the guys that do want to purchase him because then they're gonna get a low edition size, and I think that's awesome.
Well, lots of detail here, and to whoever is collecting this line, I'm certain you'll be very happy.
Yeah,
it'll look great, collected like and displayed all together. So much detail here, you know, body armor, you know, the bulletproof vests and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Utility belt, all that great stuff. A man that never misses. Any guesses who this is?
That's DJ right there, baby.
Oh man, I cannot throw you off. I cannot throw you off. Okay? My man Chris here is the most informative encyclopedia. Do you know how honored and lucky I am to have him as my partner in the YouTube videos? If I did not have you, I would be like having people unsubscribing from me. They'd be like, unsubscribe, 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 because they'd be like, this guy does not know anything what he's talking about. So light of the show, awesome. You do your research. You know about everything, man. It's such an honor to have you. Like, if anybody bribes you and they're like, I'll pay you double what Omar's paying you, just join my show. Be like, no, man, sorry. I got to stay like to my original, you know? By the way, I'm not paying Chris anything. So just loyalty, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so from the Street Fighter line, we have DJ. Quarter scale PCS statue. It is long overdue to have him made into a statue, but oh my goodness, thank you so much for finally bringing out a new character instead of doing the same ones over and over and over.
So I'm gonna take your excitement that this is definitely gonna be a day one pre-order for you.
Oh yes, heck yes.
Nice.
Oh my goodness, like, you know, it's basically like when I saw this picture, I just, like, you know, got like a flash of a new challenger approaching. You know, this is, you know, like anytime you play that Street Fighter game and it says a new challenge approaches or something along that, they're always changing it up. But like you get excited, like, oh my goodness, who's challenging me?
Yeah.
To see this and the muscle definition and that smirk on his face, you know, and he's pointing like, bro, I'm taking you down.
Yep.
You know, like,
you're next, bud.
Exactly. This is gonna look so phenomenal. I'm really hyped for this, man. Everything about this statue, like the, you know, the shoulder muscles, the chest muscles, you know, the awesome hair going through in the middle, and then like, you know, the shaved hair at the side, and like even pointing, like, come on, PCS, anytime they bring a Street Fighter statue out, show me something they're doing wrong. They are doing nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. It is such like a highlight to be collecting that line.
I hear that, man. All the guys I see, including yourself, you have a crazy Street Fighter collection, but they look awesome. I'm kind
Especially
of
when they come together, you know?
Yes, exactly. You know, when you have a bunch of them, like I was saying before, going back to the new Iron Man and Cap that Sideshow's making, you know, how I was talking about the similar bases. When you have all those Street Fighter statues with all that, you know, the simple round black base, and you have just a bunch of them in one awesome, neat, awesomely organized collection, I think that looks fantastic. You can't beat that, honestly. And I really commend anybody that has a collection like that.
The thing is that this statue, it's not even painted. It like this is like just like basically an illustration done
Yep.
on the computer, and there's no color, and I'm already so hyped for it.
Yeah, 100%, dude. I'm kind of hyped to see the exclusive that's gonna be on this statue. I mean, maybe like a crazier smirk or something like of him smiling. I think that would be awesome.
And the thing is about pop culture shock statues is that they're amazing. They bring out like a player one version and they bring out like a player two version. Sometimes they bring out even more than that. But you get like your choice of colors, you know, like you can get like the black and orange color or like, you know, yellow and green color, that sort of thing. So
Right.
that would definitely be something to look forward to. It's just like the different colors and pick the one that you like the most.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, that's one thing I just want to touch base on real quick. Bro, just to check in, how many more pictures we have after this guy?
Yeah, I know we're looking at time here. You want to just cut off?
Yeah, I'm gonna say something real quick. I'm getting called down for dinner. I don't want to keep them waiting. One thing I want to say about PCS, 100% one of my favorite companies of all time. 70 or 80% of my collection is PCS at the moment. You know, I think that they come out with really well-rounded pieces. You know, great weight, great paint. You know, the sculpt is always on point. You know, I think they really exceed and excel in, you know, human anatomy and, you know, the definition of all the muscles and stuff. But I just, dude, I wish they would just fix the simple things like the websites. You know, the website thing pisses me off where I can't go on the website and see my order. You know, my current orders, that kind of pisses me off. There's no organization. Just a quick rant. Sorry.
Um, okay, so you're getting called on, right? And I don't want to like take up your time or anything like that.
hmm
But do we have a quick minute to share that that CGC that you received in the mail, or do you want to save that for next episode?
Yeah, I'll show you guys real quick. I'm gonna be like 1 minute here, then I gotta run downstairs.
Yeah, well, just in the meantime, thanks for watching. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe, and you know, follow us. We're on Facebook, Inside My Showroom.
All right, guys. So my latest haul, my latest acquisition, was actually um something really awesome. And I got a great deal on it, so it was pretty hype. I got a 9.8 CGC graded first print, The Dark Knight Returns #1, by DC Comics. This was released in 86. So to get a 9.8 at the price that I got it for, I was super excited. This is going to be displayed right next to my Prime One Dark Knight Return statue, and I'm really stoked for it. I actually have one more thing to show you guys, something I picked up last week. So I follow Todd McFarlane on Facebook, and I saw him release a new cover for one of his new Spawn comics, and I was just so in love with the artwork on the front. So I went to my local comic shop and I picked it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this graded myself. But yeah, that's
That is so awesome, man.
thanks, bro.
Yo, okay, so the last thing that we were actually going to be discussing was the Super 7 Masters of the Universe
hmm
and the packaging, but since you gotta go, we will save it for the next episode.
Yeah, no doubt.
Thanks again, you guys, for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please share, and again, we are on Facebook. You can find us under Inside My Showroom. Thank you so much, Chris, for joining us.
Thank you.
You guys have a wonderful day. Have a good dinner, Chris.
Thanks a lot, bro. Real quick before we sign out, Danny, big shout out to you, brother, for letting us show your collection. For all you American viewers, have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. Spend time with your family. You know, I mean, if you're into the statue hobbies, when your cousins come over for food tomorrow, make sure you try to get them inside. You know, it's always great to get new heads inside of our hobby. But yeah, with that, have a great Thanksgiving. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Omar, I'll talk to you in a bit, bro.
All right, peace. Take care.
Take care, bro.